Welcome back to another episode of Unveil the Real Podcast. I'm your host, Scoobs. And man, very disappointing week, man. But a great week at the same time. My birthday just passed this past week, I guess I should say. So I do want to give a special shout out to my family, the friends, everyone who came out to just show love and show support. We did a paper lantern on my actual birthday, which was November 13th. That was last Thursday. And we followed up with family meeting up at my grandma's house. A lot of food, a lot of drinks, a lot of desserts, cakes. Everyone see the birthday cake. Birthday cake was beautiful. Obviously still a little too emotional, a little too soon, but the cake was so beautiful that we couldn't even cut the cake. But good thing my wife is so smart. She actually had a backup plan to have, cupcakes and cookies and things like that. Plus, my shout out to my Auntie Valerie. She also cooked, and my Uncle Kenny. They baked. They made like some type of lemon pudding, some type of lemon tart pudding or something like that. But they also made like some lemon cake or something. Anyway, and we end up going to Up Down, downtown. If you're from the town, you know where it is. But we end up going to Up Down. Literally took over like a whole section outside. Luckily, the weather was beautiful. So again, I just want to give a special thanks for all the thoughts, the prayers, and the presence. The presence, and what I mean by that is just you being there in the physical, man. Thank everyone for being there. I know, obviously, it's always going to be people that cannot make it. It's no hard feelings, y'all, man. If anybody knows me, it is what it is. Like, you can't make everything. I'm learning that as well, so we're just going to keep moving, man. I love all of y'all. I promise from the bottom of my heart, man. And last but not least, special shout out to my cousin Thelma, my cousin/sister Thelma, and my cousins Lacree and Juice. Those three, along with the kids. But they traveled. They traveled from Texas, and the other ones traveled from Oklahoma, man, just to be here with me, just to celebrate my birthday. This is my first birthday without my twin brother. So, man, that's big in my opinion, man. Not everybody can even financially do those type of things. But again, man, it is an honor to have y'all as my family, my cousins, my loved ones. Juice, we've been rocking since high school. It's crazy how things go back around full circle. But regardless, man, I love y'all. All right, so let's get going with this episode, man. Chasing the AFC West. At this point, there is no more chasing the AFC West. We already have who already at the top. But, hey, we're just going to keep it going. We're just going to keep it moving because that's just how I'm feeling. These damn Chiefs got me upset. I'm pissed. Performance-wise, it was horrible. But, hey, we just got to keep it moving, man. We got to rebuild and see what we're going to do for this next season. It's just a horrible performance. But we are going to get to the Chiefs last. I will say all of the AFC West teams did play this week, so we're going to just really kind of get in and talk about all four of the teams, all right? Now, let's talk about this Chargers, man. It's funny. I know to most Chiefs fans, man, y'all lost to the Jaguars. I don't know what it is with the Jaguars. The Jaguars have, I need to go back and see because I really feel like the Jaguars have beaten, two or three of the AFC West teams. I know, again, they've beaten the Chargers this past week in Week 11. Obviously, they beat the Chiefs. That game was crazy in itself. But, yeah, man, I mean, Jaguars, they beat the Chargers, man, 35-6, which obviously means, The Chargers didn't score any touchdown. They kicked 2 field goals the entire, game. Dang. Jacksonville scored 7 points in the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, and then they scored 14 points in the fourth quarter. So, man, another horrible performance, man. Looking at some of these player stats, man, Justin Herbert, and that's how bad it was. It got to the point where they had to put Trey Lance in probably towards the end. But Justin Herbert, man, 10 for 18. 81 yards, 0 touchdowns, of course, and 1 interception. Justin Herbert was also their top rusher, on the team as far as well this week. So, that kind of just speaks for itself, man. Trevor Lawrence, man, 14 for 22, 153 yards, 1 touchdown pass, and 1 interception. Oh, man, he also rushed for 1 touchdown as well. So, Trevor Lawrence is going crazy, man. I mean, carries. Oh, I see why they doing that. Yeah. ETN. Huh. Yeah. It's interesting, man. So, that's that, man. Chargers, bad performance. But, hey, I mean, we got to give credit where it's due, man. I don't know what is going on with this Jaguars team, but they're handling business, man. They're kind of... But I think most of us know that they do have a pretty solid defense as well. Trevor Lawrence is hungry. The whole team seems to be hungry, in my opinion. So we're just going to have to keep our eyes open for them and, just see how they make moves and things like that for next season. All right, so let's move on to the Cowboys-Raiders game. This game was a horrible performance as well as far as the AFC West goes. I mean, we seen it all to the point where I know the Cowboys even had a safety. Or am I saying it right? They forced a safety, so the Raiders got a safety. No. Yeah, y'all know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, man, it was Cowboys just outplayed them. But again, we're talking about the Raiders here. The Raiders are probably single-handedly the worst team in the NFL, right now. So, 33-16. Hey, whoop-de-doo, y'all should have did a lot more than that. But hey, Prescott, 268 yards, 4 touchdown passes, man, I believe. Yes, he threw four touchdown passes to 4 different receivers. I'm trying to look at the big numbers, man. Even George Pickens, man, 9 receptions, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 5 receptions, 66 yards and 1 touchdown. Again, man, good. It's the Raiders. I don't know what else to really say about this. That's what they're supposed to do. Is that the best way to put it? That's exactly what you're supposed to do if you're, playing against the Raiders. So, we're just going to keep it at that. Let's talk about these Chiefs, man. My Chiefs, our Chiefs, everyone's favorite team. But apparently not this year, man. They couldn't get it done. They cannot get it done, man. They lost 22-19. 22-19, man. Some of the stats, Mahomes, and again, these stats, kind of pissed me off. But anyway, Mahomes, man, threw for 276 yards, threw 1 touchdown, but he also threw 1 interception. Man, performance was it was frustrating to watch. To me, it was frustrating to watch because, again, it looks like Mahomes was just off. He was off. The defense was not hungry enough to, get him that ball back. It was just a lot of issues going on, and that's just something. I don't know if it's as far as the coaching staff or I'm just not for sure what's going on, man. This definitely put us in a tough spot. Obviously we're most likely not going to make the playoffs. This is Unveil the Real podcast, man, so we're definitely going to just keep it real. We're going to keep it real. We play the Colts next. You know, very tough team, man. They got their bosses and everybody like that on the sidelines, and I mean they're observing what's really going on with their team. I actually like that. I forgot the lady's name, but shout out to her, man. Like she's a boss. She's a boss who really wants to know where her money is going or how her money's being spent, and I like that. But anyway, Chiefs, man, yeah, it was, you know, and I've actually said this in quite a few episodes how, you know, we are upon Travis Kelce's last year. He's definitely not performing at. This is probably some of his lowest numbers he's had in any season in the NFL. Probably as a starter in the NFL. Let me not mix up all the stats and everything, but overall, man, we really just got to do. We have to do our homework. We really just gotta do what's best for the team. You know, I feel like let me go back in this game. Of course, you know, people really thought Xavier Worthy, Rashid Rice, Hollywood Brown. Everyone thought they were just gonna really, you know, go crazy this game. You know, really just have fun, dance in the end zone when we score, and just go crazy. But the energy, the vibe, everything was just off. You know, I hope I'm not the only one that noticed all of this, man. Numbers were low for all of those receivers. Travis Kelce was Mahomes' top receiver, and again, man, come on, man. We know what Kelce does, man. He runs a simple little curl, little hitch route, or whatever you want to call it. Just boom, sit right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They're bringing pressure. Kelce knows where to go, which is why he is getting the targets that he got. He's also he's not the only one, but he's the only one that he's the only receiver, tight end / whatever that got a touchdown. You know, 9 receptions, 91 yards, and 1 touchdown. I mean, man, good numbers, but the rest of the receiving core was just not on. No, this is not going to do it, y'all. Like, so, you know, hey, we just got to keep moving forward. We know you know, you can't go to the AFC Championship this many years in a row, yet alone the Super Bowl this many years in a row. That would be amazing. We know Mahomes is still, I'm still saying that. Mahomes is definitely still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You know what I'm saying? Where nobody's going to deny that. But, man, that overall performance was just, that was not a good performance, man. Something's going on with him mentally or frustrated. We know he's building a family and things like that. So, you know, I do wish for him and the Chiefs the best. You know, we're going to bounce back from this next year. We're still going to bounce back and be one of the more exciting teams to watch, because that's how it's been, you know, the past quite a few years, 4 or 5 years. But again, man, hey, shout out to Bo Nix, man. You got it. You got the victory. You and another team have the best record in the league right now, so y'all better get out there and show out, man. That's all I'm going to say. So let's get into this week's Get 'em Chopping. I ain't got my hammer, man. I gave it to my nephew. Shout out to DJ and Darrell. This week's Get 'em Chopping. As a sports analyst, as a podcaster, this guy's been talked about probably on shows that don't even talk about sports, because it got to that point. This situation, in Jalen Ramsey's own words, it has nothing to do with football. He said, I don't give a dang about football at that point. I am talking about Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, you got to get him chopping, man. Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey, you know, at the game this past week 11. Now, yes, Jalen Ramsey, I mean, instantly, that's probably what my instant reaction too. he kind of smacked him, you know, threw or pushed him or something like that, you know, all in the same process. But, you know, he's telling him like, boy, don't you spit on me. Like, are you crazy? So I feel like everyone can completely understand where he's coming from with this, because my whole thing is, dude, don't, we spitting on people now. We spitting on people. So to me, that's just the highest level of disrespect. I mean, there's levels to a lot of things when it comes to being disrespectful, but spitting on someone is crazy. So, yes, Jamar Chase, you definitely got to get him chopping, man. Shout out to Jalen Ramsey. I know his instant reaction was, you know, boom, 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 real quick, but I still think, yes, he conducted himself in the right manner, all right? The latest news on that is Jamar Chase is being suspended for 1 game. That is going to cost him, man, this is how much they get. This is how much a lot of these players get paid, but Jamar Chase got the big check, you know, in this offseason, I believe so. So Jamar Chase, man, he's getting suspended for 1 game. That 1 game is going to cost him $507,156. That is unbelievable, man, for just 1 game. 1 game is like $500,000. Like, what the? Yeah, but again, the man works very hard. I will give him his props, man. He has to take a lot of criticism. He has to hear a lot every week from all these different DBs, week after week after week. On top of the fact that, you know, they're more invested in their wide receivers and things like that. The Bengals have never really had a decent offensive line. There's no disrespect to anybody that actually watches this, but you know, so again, you know, they I guess they feel like they made some moves on the offensive line. Man, we gotta pay our wide receiver, and I think not only one, they paid Jamar Chase, but they also paid T. Higgins. So, you know, Joe Burrow, of course, is going to get his as well, even though he's been out for the majority of this season so far. But, man, hey, at the end of the day, man, Jamar Chase, you got to get him chopping, man. You got to go run. Listen, you got to give me about 10 gashers. You got to go donate some of that money to my nonprofit organization, the Men Suit Up. You really gotta give back, man, because this had nothing to do. I mean, obviously it's football, but this is like a character situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you doing all this, you spitting on people now. So, in my opinion, man, you gotta get them chopping, man. You gotta run some miles. You gotta pay it back forward to the communities, to some of the gentlemen that really look up to you, you know, some of the younger athletes that really want to see, or excuse me, that really want to be like you. So, man, Jamar Chase, man, I heard he's appealing this right now, but sir, you trying to say you didn't say anything, or excuse me, you trying to say you did not spit on him, you spit at the ground. Nobody's going for that, man. Get him chopping.
That's just how I feel. Yeah. That's just how I feel.
All right, guys, let's get into this week's reaction video. All right. Should be an interesting one.
Jason Miller, a 25-year-old man, caught a falling toddler from a 5th-floor balcony, but was later ordered to pay $500,000 in damages. The 2-year-old child had slipped through the balcony railing. Jason managed to catch him, but the impact was so strong that the child suffered multiple fractures in his arms and legs. Jason immediately called 911 and stayed by the child's side until the ambulance arrived. After surgery, the boy survived, but doctors said he would need long-term rehabilitation. A few days later, the child's mother sued Jason, accusing him of reckless rescue, claiming his way of catching the child caused the fractures. Otherwise, she argued, the fall might have been softened by tree branches. Jason's lawyer argued
what trees do you see around there?
In good faith. In the civil case, the court found Jason 30% liable and ordered him to pay $500,000 to the family. What do you think? Was Jason just a man who made a mistake in the heat of the moment, or a good Samaritan punished for trying to help?
See, now, and all right, damn, I did not mean to even cuss that much. I apologize, man, but that, Whoo, wow, y'all. Okay, so what's his name? Jason. I mean, dude, if y'all go back and look at the video, like I said, I'm gonna kind of go back and look at it as I'm talking to y'all. But dude, he's literally walking on the sidewalk where it's just nothing but concrete, y'all. It's not. I actually do see a tree, but it says the 5th floor. Look where I'm gonna pause the video right here so y'all can see this. Look at where he's standing versus where the tree is. Dude, if that infant would have hit the ground, the baby would have instantly died. It's like this is where it's coming to now. How did that parent? This is my thing. Y'all, it's at the 5th floor. The 5th floor of a building. It doesn't even matter what it is. It's the 5th floor. An infant goes flying. Oh, bro, this might be fake. This might be fake. I'm just confused. If y'all reading the caption, it says, a passerby tried to save a life, but the child's family ended up demanding $500,000 from him. What the? He just looks like a simple guy that was walking up down the street with a coffee or whatever he had in his hand. Oh my God. And that's the thing, it's like being a good Samaritan is not even good enough. People will find anything to sue for you, but how can you try to sit here and say, oh, this is ridiculous, man. This is exactly why men nowadays mind their business. A woman gets beat up right in public, mind your business. Somebody get robbed right there in front of you, mind your business. Like, if it has nothing to do with you, mind your business. I mean, what are we supposed to do at this point? Y'all, please go back and just rewind a little bit. Watch this video one more time, man. He's literally walking down the street. He hears somebody yell. He looks up, a freaking baby it just flies out the sky, and he catches it like a freaking football, but he catches it like just nice. So that's why I'm a little confused that, like, how do we end up suing the guy who just saved your child's life? Your child would have been dead, ma'am or sir. Your child would have been dead. So now you want to put this man in debt for the rest of his life, probably. Who the heck is paying back $500,000, bro? Like, obviously you're probably never going to get that money, but it is just, I feel so sorry for this gentleman. He was just trying to be a good Samaritan, but regardless, like, he's literally walking down the street. The baby just so happened to fall right in his arms, basically. This was not like he was like literally running around going out for a pass and he caught it. Like, no, he's walking down the street with his coffee. Look up, boom. Man, hey man, shout out to that gentleman. Y'all please pray for him. Trying to be a good Samaritan, man, and that don't even work nowadays. So, hey man, shout out to that gentleman, man. That is some bull crap right there, man. But yeah, more power to him, because this is exactly why people just have to mind their business. This is exactly why, man, because it's nothing nobody could ever do. Nobody can do anything right without being sued, without, the comments blowing them up about what they did was wrong or whatever the case may be, man. So, hey, whew, I feel very bad for that brother, man. So, Yep. My advice to y'all, look the other way, mind your business. Y'all seen a lot of people shoplifting, just basically just road raging, just running in the store, stealing everything. That's where it's kind of getting to nowadays. But again, you could be sued for trying to stop like literally somebody who's on camera stealing clothes, stealing groceries, and you can just try to be a good Samaritan. Oh, I'm gonna trip this dude over. Boom. That dude could literally sue you. Could probably say it was an assault or something. It's just ridiculous nowadays, man. So, hey, man, mind your business. Let the baby just fall from the sky and just die right in front of you, right at your feet. Just let the little baby die. That just pissed me off, man. All right, so let's keep moving forward. Music of the week, man. This week's music of the week, man, is by CHIEFS. Very good artist, man. Very good, talented artist. He is from, I don't want to say LA. I'm going to just say California. But artist out of California, man. This song is called Hit a Nerve. Man, I just want to say he has come a long way. He's dropping songs with some of the biggest artists out here in the world. You can never go wrong with his music. You know, of course, you know, any and every artist has to grow up, you know, and you know, their music, their following, everything is just going to grow and get better with time. But you know, I'm very proud of him because again, I've been listening to CHIEFS for, man, I don't even know, probably like 3-4 years now, something like that. And just to see where he's at now to where, you know, where he started at. That's what you want to see with any artist that you are really a good fan of. You know, you're supposed to grow and adapt as well. You know, so I'm glad he's, you know, getting to that point. This song, man, it is more of a hyphy beat, not the most mature song, but again, I like how it hits a nerve. I mean, that's literally the name of the song, Hit a Nerve, man. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. Unveil the Real podcast, man. Please like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Add us on Instagram. All right, we're out of here. I love y'all, man. RIP to bro, man. See y'all.